Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NJPW Puro Wrestle Review. I am your co-host, Undersea. Right over here is the Taco Princess herself, the lady with the shredded arms, the big ass shoulders, everything going on right now. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
Well, that's quite the introduction there. I am doing great. I'm still hiding. I haven't shown off the build too much. We're saving it for Ripley on Friday.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
we're
gonna see some
building them
pictures.
boulders.
You're gonna see some pictures of Melball being maybe a all rippedly, you know.
Ha ha. Ha, I see what you did there.
Yeah,
It's funny,
yeah.
sir. How are you
I'm
doing
all,
today?
I'm doing good. Very long day for me. I got like 3 hours of sleep. Had to take my mom into the city to go to the airport. Then I had to come back home, sleep some more, couple more hours, and then I finally got into going to work out, and then having my days. Couple of my scheduled to meet somebody today, and they ended up not being available. So, and the shit was going on in their apartment building, and that they had to deal with, so they couldn't hang out. And yeah, my day opened up significantly, and I got to relax today.
Oh, it's not a word that you get to do very often.
No, I just enjoyed some. I already watched this show, but I enjoyed some Stardom that will be coming out in the next couple of days. Here, I got to not
Mm-hmm.
quite done it, but I'm almost done it, and I got to catch up on that. And no, it's been good. It was a nice day. I was gonna play some video games, but I chose not to. You know, even though Spider Man, Spider Man,
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
that game has got me hooked. I'll tell you that right now. That new Spider Man 2 game. But that's been my
Oh,
life. Video games and working out and going to work and wrestling. That's pretty much it.
relatable.
And we'll be talking about the wrestling we've gone to later on this week with Chop
Yes.
Talk. Will probably come out this coming Friday. We're just schedules have not been aligning these last bunch of days for us to do it. I had shows we wanted to do a Saturday morning, but I had other shows to do. My boy Oleg,
Mm-hmm.
or then that got moved to the evening. You were doing a show with Astrid already that evening, and then I ended up doing my
Bound
show
for
in the
glory,
evening.
yeah.
So yeah, lots of, and then Sunday we did both. I think we both needed a Sunday.
We needed a timeout is what we needed. I was
So
still feeling under the weather.
So lots of content coming up this week. We'll be talking tonight. We're talking the Super Junior Tag Night #1 and our predictions about
Mhm.
who's going to win this. Then yeah, Stardom will come out probably tomorrow as you're seeing this, probably tomorrow as this releases, and then Chop Talk later in the week. So yeah, lots of great content coming very very soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, yes. And what a show we saw live. Oof.
Oh, very much so. I'm looking forward to talking about that because
Mhm.
Japanese wrestling legend Timothy Thatcher, even though he's like English or something, but
With all of
he's
that,
kind of legend. He's legendary in Japan.
yes.
We get to see him, Joey Janela, lots of great stuff in there. Some lucha libre, lots of great stuff. But
Mm.
before we get into talking more wrestling, I want to thank each and every one of you guys. We appreciate all the great support you've given us. We really do. All the likes on the videos, the view, watching it, sharing it out, subscribing to the channel. We really appreciate all of it. And if once you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to be alerted every time we drop a new video, because then you'll know whenever we drop a new show.
Ding dong.
Hello,
Hello.
hello. I don't want any cookies.
There's cookies?
Well, Girl Guides. I don't know. That's an old school, I guess. Now it's all done online. It's sad. It's sad in a way.
Mm-hmm. It is.
But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna give our before we get into the review of the show itself. We're gonna give we're gonna run through the tag teams and give
Mhm.
our predictions of who we're thinking are going to the finals and who
Yes.
are going to win the tournament. Let's start it out. First tag team on the roster, returning tag team Kushida and Kevin Knight, the
Um,
Intergalactic Jet Setters. I almost said international. The Intergalactic Jet Setters, one of three returning teams to this. 7 of these teams are new teams,
oh,
new
that's
pairings.
interesting. That makes sense,
Lots of
actually.
people that are returning to the tournament but
Mhm.
new pairings this year. So
Mm.
this is only one of 3. So this is a veteran tag team in this tournament.
Interesting. Veteran.
I love me some Kevin Knight. He's absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
It depends on the night. Sometimes he puts his work shoes on, and I really enjoy him. Some nights I go, "What the fuck is he doing, bringing down Kevin Knight?" So,
We're gonna find out which one we got in this tournament.
oh heck yeah. We move on. Second tag team. It's Ryusuke Taguchi and the DKC. Pretty much the comedy team of the tournament this year, kind of replacing 6 or 9, or actually, and replacing like him and Connor's little goofy teams. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
fun.
yeah. So this is, and you kind of got them playing it up a little bit on this first show. So again, this is like your
Mhm.
fun tag team I look at.
Mhm. Yeah.
And again, that was a first. And this is a first-time tag team. Another first-time tag team is the veteran Mr. El Desperado teaming up with his hated rival, which really don't take them as rivals. Even with that 7-match tournament, they were the least rivalry in that tournament, or in that 7 playoff, whatever it was. El
Mhm.
Desperado with the young gun Master Wado. I think a real dark horse to be taking this tournament.
Yeah, this is a team mismatch if I ever saw one.
Yeah, but again, it's 2 guys who have been pushed very strong in singles division, and both
Mhm.
former tag champs themselves. So I see the pairing being very lucrative in this tournament, possibly.
100%. 100%. Yeesh.
We've got Mel's favorite, the Douki. Oh, you
I thought
love
you
the
were gonna
Douki.
say Taka for a second, and I was gonna give you
Oh,
shit.
no. You love the Douki. And one of my favorites, Taka Michinoku. Choppy, choppy, oh pee pee. You know, that whole 90s thing. I know he didn't say it, but he was part of that whole thing. This is the team I didn't want to see. Like, after Kanemaru left, I was like, fuck, this Doki's going to get dragged down having Taka Michinoku as his partner. And I love me some Taka Michinoku.
I mean, we'll discuss it
But
later.
but he is the pin eater of just 5 guys.
He is.
And
He
now
is. He is the
Doki
Bushi of just 5 guys.
and again, I feel bad for Doki in a way. Not that he has a bad partner, it's just the guy he's tagged with has no real credibility in the last long while. Like,
Yeah.
very few wins of his own. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, so it just, and Chris Charleston on commentary says this could be a dark horse tag team. I'm like, no fucking way.
Aw.
Now this is a
Yeah.
team, like, I am fully behind this team. Like, these two last year, I know Mel's probably her number 1 pick last year. It's Bushi and Teton returning for the 2nd year in a row. Absolute tremendous team. Both these guys like complement each other so well. They're so smooth when they work together. We'll talk about that with the main event.
Mhm.
I like, these guys are easily finalists for me personally, but we'll talk about that more. But goddamn, these
Mhm.
guys are good. I'm looking forward to
Yes.
watching so much of what this team does.
Yes. Yes. 100%. Yes. When I saw this team announced, I was like, there's my pick. Or
Mm.
is it?
Mm-hmm. But we move on. We get to TMDK, the Ichiban Sweet Boys, as they've been listed as Ichiban Sweet Boys. It's the Ichiban Sweet Boy himself, Kosei Fujita. And we'll talk about Kosei Fujita here very quickly, because I have
Mm-hmm.
things to talk about with this boy. And the sniper of
Yes,
the
we do.
skies, Robbie Eagles, representing TMDK. Man, I'm happy these guys are back. I'm happy these guys are in this tournament. I am so down with the TMDK this year.
Yes, yes. I look forward to our discussion about this because holy hot dang.
Yeah,
Evolutions.
dude, this tournament is a pure evolution tournament. There's 7 brand new teams, like
Mm-hmm.
teams that have never entered this tournament before, and that's a big thing of this tournament is evolution and
Yes.
the changes from procedures. I love
The
this.
theme, if you will.
Yeah, and I feel like we're going to get that with World Tag League too. We're going to be
Mhm.
getting teams like brand new teams, and hopefully there's some sauce monsters in there. I'm really hoping
Some murder sauce.
some murder sauce. I'm really hoping for some of that. But this is a team for me. I'm so looking forward to seeing what they do in this tournament. I love these guys.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then the other team I absolutely love in this tournament, my boys, United Empire. I'm rocking the banner behind me.
Yeah.
It's TJP, Francesco Akira. I again, the same thing with TMDK. I love these guys, and it's just like, and they've been away for just the right amount of time. I think, given like they've come in, done their little things, but they haven't been like featured as a tag team in a little while, which I think is good. It gives you a refresher, brings this team back, gives them
Hmm.
like a new coat, like almost a new coat of paint. They got a new coat of paint. We'll talk about that again, in their
Hmm.
match. But I'm really happy to see these guys back, giving like refresh to the tag division.
Same, same, 100%. I was so happy to see these guys and to see the change. Oh, so nice.
The only thing I was disappointed is that Francesco cut his hair and shaved his
Rude,
beard. I was so
rude.
disappointed. I was so disappointed.
He was looking like Ace Austin does right now, just like a poodle that's overdue for a haircut. And
Like
thank goodness
if he would have
got it taken
shaved,
care
just
of.
shaved, but like and kept, I would think he should have kept the hair. I think he really should have kept the hair.
He wasn't taking care of it. It was looking very unkempt.
Hmm. And then we've got the
Mm.
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. It's Clark Connors and Mr. Ripped himself, Dan Maloney. One of Astrid's favorites.
Oh, she likes Coughlin. Alex
Oh
Coughlin.
no, it's Coughlin. Oh, I thought it was
No, I
Gedo.
like Maloney.
Oh, you're a Maloney fan because look, that dude is just jacked as shit. Like
He
just
has all of the muscles.
he's cut as fuck.
Yeah,
Like I'm
all of the
working out
muscles.
like like this is me versus that guy, and I'm like I feel like superior when I see this man wrestle. I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah, yeah. Very talented guy. Yeah.
And
Very talented.
the
Hmm.
champions are entering this tournament for the first time ever. Like Drill has never been in this tournament. And Connors
Oh
was
yeah,
in
yeah.
with the Gooch before. That's the thing. So
Mhm.
the champions, who are the champions, have never entered this tournament before. That would together. This isn't so again. It's an evolution year.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
loving this. I really am.
Very fun year for us.
Yeah, and then we get
Tell you what.
House of Torture show with why they chose this picture. I don't understand. He looks like he's like finishing, and I don't care for it.
Bruh. Why?
That's what went through my head.
Lord have mercy. I hope they never use this picture again because that's all I'm going to think about now when I see it.
It's on every graphic.
No.
Mhm.
No.
And the heel
Ugh.
master himself, the newest member of House of Torture,
Hiding in the
Yoshinobu.
shadow while he finishes.
Yeah, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, who we'll talk about it, is back in his form, back in the way of the heel master again. I'll say
Oh,
that for
yeah.
darn sure. And then our final team, the team that just got put together a few days before the tournament because
Mhm.
Leo Rush has exited the tournament due to injuries and health issues. We've got Yo and his tag team partner from the promotion that Taka Michinoku founded but is no longer part of, Michinoku Pro.
Hmm.
It, yeah, it's Musashi. I'm gonna have trouble with the name for the first little bit because I'm not used to it. Musashi. Um, so just a little background here. I guess Yo and Musashi actually used to wrestle both amateur and high when they were in high school, and they weren't on the same team, but their coaches uh, would have them room together at tournaments and stuff, even though they were competing against each other. So again, it was just like it's an old friend. Yo showed up at Michinoku Pro the week before and recruited his old high school wrestling friend.
Interesting. I did not think they were the same age based on their styling and how they move.
Yeah, they didn't look, but I guess they are. They might have a couple of years in between them, but like they wrestled in high school at the same time. Yeah.
That's interesting.
So Mel,
Mm-hmm.
you're fine. Who are the two teams in your final?
I mean, obviously, Los Ingobernables de Japon, the team of Bushi and Titan. They're kind of like my When You Wish Upon a Star.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what my heart says. I love these guys. My other team, the Dark Horse team of Desperado and Waddle. I just, something about it, it's so wrong. But it could go so right.
Mm. Yeah, that's an interesting final. Before we get your winner, I'm gonna give you my final. My final. Again, going with my heart. It's Catch 2-2, United Empire, TJP and Francesco Akira, because I think they're the most established tag team in this tournament, in my personal opinion. Like out of really anybody, I think they're the most established team. And then I'm gonna. I was gonna pick LIJ, but you put it in my head. I'm going with Master Wado and El Desperado in the finals against Cash 2. That could. Hey, you. No. I'm gonna go with what I had. It's LIJ versus Catch 2 in the finals. So Mel, who are you picking to win? Are you going with your heart or are you going with your head?
Going with the head. I think it's going to be Desperado and Wado. And I think that the reluctant tag team, the story of the reluctant tag team is something that they're going to build on the whole tournament. And it's going to be glorious because Desperado is so good at being theatrical and animated. He's very good at the acting part as well as the wrestling. And Wado's kind of a deer in a headlight. And Desperado's just dragging him along through it, though. And it's working so well from what I've seen so far. I think it's going to be team mismatch.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. For me, my finals: Catch 2 versus LIJ. I'm going with Los Ingobernables de Japon to win. And I'm not going with my heart like you. I'm going with my head. I think it's gonna be LIJ because I think Teton's gonna stick around for a little while. They're gonna have the Wrestle Kingdom match. I think I don't know if they're gonna take the titles, but I think the most. Also, I have an inkling of what might happen with Desperado and Wado. I think the final night might be Wado screwing up to cost them going into the finals, and Desperado beating the holy hell out of them, setting up their Wrestle Kingdom match.
Interesting.
I think so. So that's my prediction. Again, it's LIJ. As much as I love Catch 2, it's LIJ, man. It's gonna be and there's a possibility they win the titles because their boy might be winning the title for the final time in the main event. So having an LIJ title celebration in the ring,
that would be nice.
maybe Shingo
Takagi
Takagi
could win that never open weight title.
could win that KOPW back in the Battle Royal.
That too, sure, right? Why not?
Could be a night full of gold for LIJ. We don't know. We will see. Again, we'll come
Fingers
back
crossed.
to this when we review Power Struggle. I'll either make fun of you mercilessly for betting on your head, or you'll be like, "You're an idiot. Why didn't you pick them?" You know, that's really mean to the other come the end, or we'll both just be like, "We're both idiots. We didn't see the champion winning this tournament," or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably most likely.
Yeah, but again, I really think it's LIJ is the obvious factor to this because again, there's a possibility LIJ golden roll call at the end of the show. That is so possible.
That would be nice. That hadn't been done in a very long time for LIJ. Mind you, the last time that they were like that, poor Sanada was the only one without a title.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Irony.
And it's a possibility there could be a golden roll call for Lij, and that
That
would
would be
be
cool.
an amazing, amazing thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we are already around 20 minutes into this show. After I cut out the beginning, we're going to talk about the actual show you clicked on here to watch us talk about.
Yes.
We're going to talk some Super Junior Tag League night number 1 from
Mm-hmm.
October, where the hell, 21st? Yeah, 2 days ago. That's
Yes.
it. October 21st. We kick it off with a 6-man tag match. It's Narita, Shota Umino, and Yuto Nakashima taking on United Empire's Callum, Newman, Great Okan, and Henare. ready, ready for later. Love the test of strength spot with Newman and Narita and him getting down to the pin, like doing the arms up. I really
Mm-hmm.
like that. I haven't seen that in a long while. Newman cutting off the tag by Narita and Henare and Khan taking out Nakashima and Umino off the apron. I really like the team aspect of that. Khan sitting on Narita's head in the corner. Newman pulling on the arm from the outside to add the extra effect, hurting him. Nasty knees to the face by Henare to Narita. Just jacking him with like Muay Thai knees to a seated, like grabbing the head and Muay Thai knee him in the face. Oh. But Umino gets tagged in at one point, comes in like a bullet, fights off all of United Empire, hits the running elbow and a fisherman suplex to Henare for 2. Yuto Nakashima gets in here, unloading on Khan, dropping with a shoulder block for 2. Then him and Narita double teaming Khan, and Yuto Nakashima gets the 2 count. But Khan, out of nowhere, picks the ankle of Yuto Nakashima and rolls him around, gets him into a double underhead duplexes him, then applies the arm triangle, and Yuto Nakashima is forced to tap out in 9 minutes and 31 seconds. Again, very
Mm-hmm.
fun match. I really enjoyed this.
Mm-hmm. Again, we've been having some really banger openers for NJPW and Stardom lately. Like, I don't know, since they're kind of joiner or merger there, if their production is working together, but hot diggity dang. We have been in for some great openers over the last couple months, and it's just been such a treat because it sets us up for some of the bullshit we need to deal with later in the shows.
Mm.
Um, Yuto Nakashima. Holy shit, what did I tell you? He's cutting now. He was bulking in the last time we saw him, and he was getting a little floofy, little
He's
big.
starting to really like
He's cut.
he's defining himself very well now.
Yes, that waist is trimmed up real nice. His pecs are coming in, his shoulders, his arms, everything is getting very defined. He's looking very, very good. Shota's entrance is 4 freaking minutes long.
I skip the entrances a lot of the time, and like unless it's somebody
I'm
I want.
just saying.
Like I watch a TMDK entrance because it was their first one back. I watched the Catch 2 one because it's their first one back. But a lot of them I tend to like skip into little
Well,
like
most of
30
them
second
just come in at the one place and they walk down the freaking ramp. It's like a minute and a half. You're good. Shota was 4 freaking minutes long. It's like, come on, guys. We got to cut that ish down. We have also got the just 5 guys doing it every once in a while. It just elongates everything. You can
And,
fit
like-
stuff in there, more important stuff in there.
And like, dude, you don't have Moxley level clout. You're not a
Not yet,
you're
no.
not you're not that you're not only within your company, but you're not a international superstar yet. You don't get
No.
to have long through the crowd entrances. When you get to what Moxley has done, won world championships and wrestled everywhere around the world, then maybe you can, but even then, you really shouldn't. But again, you don't have that kind of clout yet, dude. Stop doing Moxley entrances.
Yeah, it's too long for me. It takes away from it a little bit. But hey, at least they were merciful. They put him in the first match. They didn't
Yep.
put him in the middle of the show, because in the middle of the show, I would probably start booing him.
Oh yeah. You sit there going, "Oh, I have to wait 5 minutes for this guy to get to the ring."
I'd be yelling, "Hurry up!" in Japanese, is like wherever he is.
And we're
Callum
lucky
Newman
the venue.
really,
Well, I was gonna say we're lucky the venue was not a big venue on top of it all.
yeah.
Oh, bigger the venue, longer
Callum
hits.
Newman. This was definitely a Callum Newman kind of showcase match. Yeah, did so well in this one. The more I see him, the more impressed I am. He is very fast, but despite and he's very tall, like deceptively tall.
Mm?
When he first comes out, he doesn't look like he's going to be having the opposite effect with him that I had with Maloney. Because you remember with Maloney, when I first saw pictures of him, I thought he was going to be super tall, and I started laughing when he was like super short. With Newman, I had the opposite thing. When I saw pictures of him, I thought he was actually pretty small, and now he's actually like a little bit taller than Okan.
Yeah, the kid's got height, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, and speed. Holy crap, that one clears the ring in 2 strides. Holy shit. Yeah, but my favorite bit with him was against Narita, though. Particularly at the beginning there, where they were doing the kind of back and forth there. Just really, really great wrestling.
Yeah, again, it was just I really thought they did a good job in that opener.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's not that short. I mean, he's my height. Jordan Maloney's like my height. I'm short comparatively to most men. I'm only 5'8", but like he's 5'8".
I'd say that's average height, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Most people, well, a lot of guys are taller than me these days for some weird ass reason. But
well, I ain't dating these tall guys because guys I date are 5'8" or shorter.
Well, there you go. Jordan Maloney's your short king, then I guess.
Yay me.
Oops, my finger clicked an extra by accident. We move on. Tag team match: Oleg Boltin and Oskar Leube versus just 5 guys. Sanada and
Boltin
Uemura.
Oleg.
What it? Yeah, I guess it's Boltin. I don't know.
It says it on the graphic, my guy.
Okay, I'm going off what I pasted from fucking Cage Match.
Cage Match. Get your ish together.
Yeah, they're Germans. It's all German translated sites. So yeah.
Oleg.
I'll admit, looking at this match, going to it, I was like, well, you know who's winning. I was just like, I guess we're going along for the ride to see how good Leube and Boltin are getting. And Boltin, like him as Sanada, Leube and Sanada early were great, but then Oleg coming in with Yuya Uemura and just like tossing him around, wrestling him around. Oh my god, this guy is going to be something special for this company, man. Like, legitimately, like, because I'm getting Lesnar vibes off this dude. Like, and I'm talking early Lesnar when he was like wrestling people, like really wrestling guys, and then picking up and slamming them around. This guy could be their Lesnar. Like they're gonna have to develop his charisma. That's the biggest thing. But you give.
Well, I mean, look at Sanada. Maybe not.
No, but they should. I'm saying they do need to. But like I'm saying, but he's Uemura too. He's kind of bland too. But like I'm really impressed with Boltin, man. When he signed, I'm like, I'm getting behind this dude early. I said it early. I said this guy's going to be something big, and I really think because his wrestling is so good because of his high level amateur background, and he's getting so he was a little bit Hikuleo in the early days, like
he was, yeah.
Speed, but he's getting really smooth. Him and Leube both get so smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 5 guys. They're working over the arm of Oleg. Yuya Uemura gets the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat like arm drags, as Chris Charlton said. In the ring, he was because he would grab him, but he would be floating when he grabbed him. It's how Ricky used to be already mid-air when he would grab a guy and flip them. I really love it when people do them like that. Oleg gets a pop-up spine buster to Yuya Uemura.
Oh yeah,
tied back in his favor. Leube gets that spinning scoop slam, and then Charlton says everybody loves it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's true.
So Sanada ends up stopping the interference of Boltin Oleg, and Yuya Uemura hits a drop kick, goes up top, hits Leube with the high cross, and then as I've noted it's not the Narita special because his is the underlock of the arm, where Narita hook goes under the arms for his suplex. Very similar moves, but his is what's called the deadbolt suplex. Like you lock the arms, like straight out like a deadbolt, like the arm of a deadbolt coming out. Deadbolt. It's the deadbolt suplex onto Oskar Leube. And just 5 guys pick up the win in 8 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yep. This was a fun little showcase match for Uemura, for me. Because again, I didn't really see a lot of his stuff when he was on Excursion, so him coming back and everything he's doing in NJPW was kind of like a surprise for me. Yeah, his jacket's a little more for me, but everything else is fantastic. His in-ring gear is fantastic. His look is fantastic. His wrestling is fantastic. His build is fantastic. Like, it's so nice to see him back. I look forward to see him getting back into it more with Suji, because when they were young lions together, I felt those two were the more connected too. Because I feel like Shota and Narita left a little before Suji did, and a little before Uemura did. Yeah, this the young lions, as you mentioned, just performed so good in this match. I don't think it's long before these two are going to be going on Excursion, which is concerning because do we have more lions? And also, the collection game just updated its graphic and put these guys on there.
Yeah. Okay, I will say this. I'm looking at the graphic right now, and this is weird to me, but I think the only person that knows how to take a picture is Boltin Oleg. Like, he's got that look of like, I'm serious, but I've got that little bit of side look where Leube looks like he's scared and lost, and Uemura's like, I don't know.
Hi.
And Sanada's like,
look up my nose.
What the fuck's going on? It's weird.
Sonata's trying to look intimidating. It's just not coming off well.
Especially with those ears, man. You can't look intimidating with the ears come popping out like that. But well, no, it's weird. But Boltin Oleg knows how to take a picture. I'll say that for fucking sure.
Yeah, Oleg, Oskar there is definitely just not posed in a good.
Oh, it just looks like way. They just yelled, Leube! And they turned and they took a picture. It's like when they yelled at him and they just randomly took a picture of him. That's what it looks like.
And he's like also he's very long, limited. Like his legs are freakishly long, his arms are freakishly long. Clearly his neck is long too. Jeepers.
Oh. Yeah, big guy. He could give some of his neck to Ishii and he'd still have lots of neck.
Hey, there you go. Thinking.
Now, we move on to the final undercard match. It's the Bullet Club, Gedo and Taiji Ishimori taking on LIJ's Los Ingobernables Japons, Hiromu Takahashi and Tetsuya Naito.
Oh dear.
I tried. Hiromu getting roll-ups really early on Ishimori. Ishimori fights off a double team by LIJ, hits a springboard body attack, just off the rope, and then butt to the chest of Naito. Loved it. And then chokes him with his shirt, sends Naito to the floor, and Gedo attacks with looks like a wooden mallet.
Yes, the bell hammer.
Oh, is that it was the bell hammer? Okay.
Yeah, very Tai Chi of him.
And he gets tossed back in, and he's getting choked with the shirt again. Gedo's in fighting with Naito, and Ishimori pulling the turnbuckle aside, so not taking him completely off, just pulled it away from the top one. So run Naito's face into the exposed bucko. Just Gato's cheating every which way he can, raking the eyes, doing every cheaty-ness thing in here. It's shenanigans, but it's not outwardly stupid like House of Torture, though.
Correct.
It's him taking advantage in the ring without it being like, I'm a douchebag. You know what I mean? Where he is a douchebag, but you know what I mean? He doesn't come off as a douchebag doing this. Naito fights back, attacks the neck, and tags, and Hiromu comes in, and they're taking out both Gedo and Ishimori, getting the seated dropkick to Ishimori for 2. Hiromu ends up getting out of the nasty German, but Ishimori comes back with a handspring kick. I was a little disappointed we didn't get the nasty German there.
Yeah.
Hiromu's in the ring with Gedo. He drag and screws the leg of Gedo. Naito in to attack the knee, but the submission gets broken up. Bullet Club double team Naito. Hiromu eventually makes a save. Naito hits and she saves Naito and helps Naito by helping him with the assisted tornado DDT. coming down really awkwardly. It's kind of weird. Um,
Mhm.
it's a pinfall for the win, but it looked awkward.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't as smooth as Bushi's.
No.
Um, was he maybe just not ready, or maybe Naito a little heavy? I don't know.
Or
I
Gedo
don't
just
know.
twisted the wrong way. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it looked really a little awkward, but hit him with the real Destino after, and it was good to go.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, yeah, the Hiromu Ishimori feud on full display in this match. Hiromu just running. Like as soon as Naito was out, he just kind of like ran to the ring, ran in, ran to the corner. He was in Ishimori's face. He was waving around the belt, really antagonizing the Bone Soldier quite a bit.
Hmm.
Ishimori just kind of Minoru Suzukiing it, just laughing it off, and that concerns me. Obviously, especially when it comes from Bullet Club and Ishimori, because we know, like he did have that goofiness side to him when he was with ELP, but we also know when the Bone Soldier, this version of the Bone Soldier debuted and wrecked Will Ospreay's day when he was the IWGP Junior Champion. So I'm kind of feeling like we're going back to that Ishimori, that kind of mean Ishimori, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Um, Ishimori also took some frustration out on Naito with the choking quite a bit, a lot of kind of cheap strikes that he was doing on him, looking at Hiromu in the corner, really playing some mind games with Hiromu. It's nice to see someone playing back against Hiromu. Usually people just kind of ignore him. He's antagonizing him, and I love it because an antagonized Hiromu puts on incredible matches.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I kind of was like concerned about the shirt from the get go. As soon as he took it off and started choking, I was like, he was right in front of the ref. He started choking the ref and then went, hey, hey, look at that. And then sent the ref away and kept choking. And I was like, but you were looking right at, what was happening.
It
And
was
then turned
bad.
around like he was surprised.
It was bad.
Yeah, that was Sakamoto, though, wasn't the new ref?
I don't remember which one it was, but it was a ref. They're all
It was
stupid.
one of the newer ones. I think it was Sakamoto, the one with the emo hair.
My biggest problem is the dumbest of them all is Red Shoes, and he's in charge, and
Rude.
I just don't understand.
Rude.
Well, he's the dumbest one of them all, and his offspring's just as stupid. So
Rude.
I don't know. Well, he keeps
Rude.
challenging Osprey, and he keeps getting his ass kicked. So
I mean, fair. That I didn't say that Shota Umino was.
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's
Red Shoes'
certainly
offspring
for
is
piss and
stupid.
vinegar, that one.
Yeah. Oh, are you good?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we move on to into the Super Junior Tag League tournaments. We started.
Mhm.
It's Catch Two Twos, the Nova Fireball, Francesco Akira, and Public Enemy TJP taking on TMDK's Ichiban Sweet Boy Kosei Fujita and the Sniper of the Skies, Robbie Eagles. Fujita looking slick as fuck with his new hairstyle, his
You
new
want to know what I wrote down?
attitude. This kid's got swagger now, dude.
Do you want to know what I wrote down?
What's that?
Fujita looking like a less hysterical Japanese Shane Haste.
Yes, he is
With
kind
stretched
of.
ears like Robbie Eagles.
Yeah, and again, I really like the new look.
I do too.
It's and again, it's not a drastic change. It's just changing up the hair a bit. He's got a bit of scruff and but like shaved the right way, and like
Hmm.
and he's just it's how he's carrying himself.
He's got confidence.
He's got some swagger, baby.
Hmm.
Yes, this kid is gonna be special. Like
Hmm.
and then on the other side of the ring, brand new gear for
Yes.
TJP and Francesco Akira matching
Matchy, matchy.
Beetlejuice gear. I'm calling it the
Yes.
Beetlejuice gear with the stripes. I
Yes.
loved it.
You'd
Looking
look
fun.
great.
And new shirts too.
Yes, new merch available at NJPW shopglobal.com.
Tokon Shop Global.
There you go.
Check it out there. Akira and Fujita going back and forth with technical wrestling early, matching each other with the drop kicks and kip ups. Akira gets strikes at center, but Fujita drops him with a hard shot.
Mm-hmm.
TMDK double team. They do the dual knee smash into the mat on Akira. Really, we're trying to damage his knees. Scoop slam and a seated drop kick by Fujita for 2. UE end up double teaming him, and TJP takes over. He gets the lace wash and the running boot in the corner, and then the crowd's going, "Hey, hey!" They're still going, "Hey, hey, hey!" Trying to get him to, and they get him to do a second one. He goes back, lace washes him again, running boot in the corner again. I love that the crowd. I've been in the crowd getting chanting for wrestlers to do it again, and they've done it. It's such a great feeling as a fan when you're doing the chant and then they do it. It just feels
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, the acknowledgement from the fan to the wrestler to the fan is such a nice thing to experience. You've experienced that quite a bit.
Oh yeah, my best was Christopher Daniels in Calgary with Michael Richard Blaze in 2012, where he chopped him in the corner a couple times. We started chanting 10 more times, and he chopped him again. We chanted 9, and they did another 10 chops in the corners, and we were like,
Oh, that's sweet.
absolute perfection, absolute perfection. Double team kicks and seated drop kick, then the seated drop kick home run, where like if he does stuff. By United Empire, and Akira gets 2. Dang, the chops from Fujita are heavy.
Yeah, they thud.
He's got heavyweight chops right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Running head scissors by Eagle to TJP, then unloads kicks, then fights off TJP and hits a running kick to Akira for 2. Corner 619 by Eagle to Akira, like to the legs, sitting him down, hits the hesitation drop kick. Akira ends up reversing Eagles and hits the roll through into the double stomp. Fujita, as I wrote, Fujita. The A and the S were beside each other. So when I hit like letters on the opposite side of the keyboard is what really confuses me. Fujita with a nice slap to TJP across the face, sends him to the floor, hits a tope con hila to Akira and TJP on the floor. Spring back in the ring, springboard drop kick by Fujita to TJP in the ring for 2. Shotgun drop kick by Fujita, but TJP grabs an inside cradle for 2. Then they trade shots. TJP gets that backslide, applies the Cobra Twist while Akira gets a hold on submission hold on Eagles. Then TJP ends up rolling up Fujita for 2. Fujita hits a German for 2 on TJP. Eagles gets an assisted Asai DDT to Akira, send him out. They try the double team on TJP, but he fights it off, tosses Eagles out to the floor. He hits they hit the alley-oop, which is the Facebuster 3D. I guess it's officially named that now. And Akira does a running dive onto Eagles on the floor. TJP hits a Mamba splash off the top, but he can only get 2. They hit the running sandwich knees to Fujita, and TJP pins him for the win. After the match, Eagles and TJP right in each other's faces. There's no love lost for this team. This is warfare here, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, and also, I believe Robbie Eagles got injured in this match. Also,
What? No.
It's not bad enough that they're removing him.
Oh, thank Christ! Because who the hell do you replace him with? Like TMDK?
Well, no one, because he's good. I believe he has a cracked orbital bone.
Oof.
Yeah, so he's just got a really nice black eye up on the upper there. Yeah, this was a great match. Yeah, as you mentioned, the new gear and the rib cage T-shirt, very, very cool. They posted a funny little Instagram ad for it today that shows TJP kind of dancing and Akira looking at him like, what in the heck? You would think I would be the opposite, considering.
Well, no, because if you really think about the two, TJP is the dude to do that.
I found it hysterical. I didn't. He is the dude. You're absolutely right. He is the guy to do that. As you mentioned, the face wash, always a treat to see. It's not one of those simple but effective things that I just love to see. I really loved watching Akira in this match. His attitude, his energy. He's so loud. Like, I love it. Having been to Italy, it was like, yeah, that's what I expect. It's just that loud, mouthy, ga 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 ga. It's great. His in-ring work also just so. Are you okay over there?
Ga 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 ga.
Like I don't know Italian. Gonna sound weird just saying random cheeses. Like
Asiago.
Romano, Asiago, Parmigiano, Mozzarella. Um anyway, his in-ring work is just so good, so quick, so crisp. Just a young Will Ospreay. So good. Yeah, that shotgun drop kick that Fujita did was just insane. It was so good. And he jumped so high. Kid has come back with some springs in his feet. He went to the same place Kevin Knight did, apparently.
I guess their shoes are the same place, yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised that he kicked out of the Mamba Splash.
Yeah, me too.
I wasn't expecting that. I kind of expected it to be done, though I do appreciate that they did the team move and then the finish. But I didn't feel that maybe the Mamba Splash should have been something that he kicked out of because we don't. That's his finish. We don't want other people, higher people, thinking that they can kick out of the Mamba Splash too because they can't.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks when you see it. Like, I'm okay with people popping out of a hidden blade every now and again, but you shouldn't be kicking out of a Stormbreaker. Same
Yes.
with like it's those kinds of things. It's a little different with like Robbie, who has like he's a submission finisher with the Romero special, but like in that one, people can get to the ropes. That's a little different. But like when Sanada hits Deadfall, that should be the end of a match. When Hiromu hits Time Bomb 2, that's the end of a match. Like it's
Exactly.
yeah, I have it, and that's his Time Bomb 2 is that Mamba Splash. Yeah. We move on. Wow, we're already 47 minutes into this. Holy crap! Akira, wrong spot. I was
I have
reading.
limited notes for the rest of these. Don't worry.
Yeah. Intergalactic Jet Setters Kevin Knight and Kushida versus Just Five Guys Douki and Taka Michinoku. Taka Michinoku here has like Taka Michinoku here, all blue gear.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. And he has a little mask on during his entrance.
If I can be real, the mask looked cheap as hell.
Oh God, it looked like he got it out of a dollar store.
Yeah, but the robe and how he disrobed himself, where he tears it in half and it's just gone. I was like, oh, I thought Sanada was the waterbender. Apparently, it was Taka Michinoku.
Definitely. Kushida going to the arm early. Him and Chaka trading holds back and forth. Taka drops Kushida, and he gets the just face lock, but Kushida scrambles to the ropes and gets out of the ring. Beauty running's frog swish by Knight to Douki. Jet setters tag in and out, trading in the arm ringer on Douki. Hit a double arm ringer to him, slam him down. Kushida goes to work up the arm a little more on Douki. Douki sends Kushida to the floor. Taka takes him to the far side of the building, keeping Kushida on the floor, trying to get him. Like Taka tagged in, and then, or I don't think he was tagged in yet, actually. Is holding him on the floor on the far side of the building in the just face lock, and the refs are counting and counting. And then he lets go and runs back. So he might have already tagged in, and then Kushida makes it back in at what should have been like 21. But the ref really slowed down in those last 3 seconds. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was like, it's like 21 or 22. What the fuck? But yeah, makes it back. Where the heck was it? And then, but Taka gets the just face lock on Kushida. And then as Knight comes diving in to make the save, he gets a head scissors on Knight at the same time. It's kind of cool to see that.
Yeah.
Kushida does get out of the hold. Handspring back over by Kushida to fight off Douki. Knight hits a springboard splash. Knight takes out all of just five guys on the floor, or all of just five guys in the ring. Splashes both in the corner. He puts Douki up top, but he slips out. But Knight hits a high cross off the top for two. Douki fights off Knight, hits an enziguri, but he gets double teamed. by Intergalactic. But Taka pulls out Knight before the electric chair drop kick, and Douki gets the Douki chokey,
The
and
Douki Chowcake.
and then I like the new little drop kick of Douki into the pin, or drop kick the opponent into a pin while he's still
Yeah.
got the Douki chokey on.
Yes.
It's a 2 count, rising knee strike and a kick to the head by Taka, and more kicks and pin attempts on Kushida. And Taka gets the just face lock, and Douki has the Douki Choki on Knight, but Kushida gets to the ropes. Kushida unloads kicks. Knight hits a sky high spine buster to Taka Michinoku. Knight hits the springboard cross to Douki, sending him to the floor, and hits a plancha onto on the floor. Kushida jumps up, locks in hoverboard lock, takes him to the mat, and Taka taps out immediately.
Mm-hmm. New entrance gear also for Douki. Forgot to mention. New pose also. He still kind of does his little fist thing, but kind of came in and did like a fancy squat or something. I don't know. It was cool.
A fancy squat.
A fancy squat.
Fancy.
This I felt was a little bit of a Taka showcase match. Taka pulled out a lot of stops, a lot of stuff to entertain in this match. And by the end of it, I was actually rooting for him, which I wasn't expecting. Like I was already rooting for Douki, but like I was cheering when Taka was like, there was one point where he had the crossface on, and I was yelling, "Tap, tap! Just give it to him. Just give him one. We're going to give him one. Just give him one." The height that Knight got off of that assist for the crossbody is just, that guy just went up into the roof. It was crazy. But I felt that Kushida needed this one desperately. So I'm happy that they got this one early. I'm disappointed that they gave us this amazing Taka showcase, making us think that Taka was going to get it. But I'm hopeful that they don't do this in the rest of the series like they did with Taguchi in the Best of the Super Juniors. Like I hope that they give him a little bit more, like, than that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, that's all I got on this guy.
We move on. It's the DKC and the Gooch. Reisuke Taguchi taking on El Desperato and Masawato. Yeah, I went there. Gooch,
Oh, these guys are funny.
Gooch emulating the chops of DKC when they're posing in the ring. These guys up. I was like, okay, it was all right. Not as quite as good. Watto literally pulling Desperado out during the entrance. He doesn't want to come out to Watto's song. He stands there until they change the music to his music, and then he walks around. But he is right. He has the better music.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not gonna lie there. He does have the better music of the two.
Yeah. So 6 or 9 exploding before our eyes. That's a line from Chris Charlton. Great back and forth with Watto and Gooch early. Gooch gets the advantage, gets a couple butts to the face and then jumping hip attack. Gooch sends Watto to the floor with a jumping hip attack, but ends up getting dropped by Despy. Gooch goes up, but Desperado boots him in the bum. And DKC tries to put Desperado's face into his bum, but Desperado puts DKC's face into his bum, and he crashes them into each other after. Just lots of butt stuff.
Butt stuff. That was his team with Clark Connors last year. Team butt stuff.
He's obviously continuing on with the butt stuff.
I mean, it's the Gooch.
Desperado ignoring the pleas by Watto for the tag, applies a single leg crab. Eventually, he does let go and ends up slapping Watto to tag him in. Watto kicking and stomping Gooch, gets a slam for 2. Gooch stops the kicks, takes an elbow, but he gets the jumping hip attack. DKC chopping Despy, gets the head scissors, and gets a springboard arm drag, and then the running standing cannonball that he does. I really like that for 2. I love Desperado getting the backdrop to stop the DKC. Watto in with the drop kicks to DKC and the springboard uppercut for 2. DKC and Gooch end up double teaming Watto, kicking him, and DKC hits a Northern Lights for 2. Gets the DK fire chop stop. Bang, 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 bang. Down as he's got him across, got him pulled across, and to Watto. Then the running flipping senton for 2. DKC goes to the top, but he misses coming off the top. Watto hits a trouble in paradise. Then the high angle German with the bridge for the win. And team mismatch. Team, we don't get along, gets the win in their first match.
Team Desperado.
I was trying to be shitty about them, so I wasn't trying to be punny with that, but good job. Desperado.
I love it. It seems Watto was a little concerned or confused about why Desperado doesn't want to be his friend. Just one of those little absent-minded, sweet child moments. I laughed so hard when Taguchi set up for the face and the butt stuff, and DKC got stuffed in there instead. That gave me joy.
Butt stuff gave you joy?
No, seeing DKC's face get put into Taguchi's butt. I'm not a very big DKC fan, you'll find. This was a very fun match, though. I felt, despite not really wanting to work together, they ended up kind of actually working together really, really well. I think Desperado just doesn't want to lose, and Watto just wants a friend. The pantsing. Desperado pantsing Taguchi and being, getting scolded for it afterwards also. Rightfully so, Mr. Desperado. No one wants to see that.
But I thought Gooch liked having his ass hanging out. I thought Gooch liked having his ass hanging out.
I mean, but the children, you could see them discussing it with the children afterwards. We got to think of the children.
Yeah, you have to get them used to that stuff early in life.
No, that's a little.
I am joking. You need to teach kids to pants other kids early in life, so the tradition stays going.
Jesus. But yeah, reluctant team here. The reluctant team story, I think, is going to be the story to watch in this tournament.
And the biggest issue I have is we're going to get that in the fucking World Tag League with Narita and Shota Umino.
They seem pretty, cohesive now, though. These guys, we saw Shota and Ren work together earlier in this show. They weren't like these two. They weren't like these two at all. They weren't slapping each other to tag out.
So we move on. Semi-main event of the evening. It is Musashi and Yosashi, as I like to call it. Taking on the Dogs, the Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney, the current reigning tag champs.
This should have been their thing.
Yeah, but it's too close to United Empire.
But War Dogs.
I know, I get it. But okay, so the entrance for I was really weirded out by a flag in the crowd, and I'm going to show you. What the fuck? Just what the fuck? It's like it, but I saw this and I'm like, this should be a picture of Gooch with his pants down but blurred out. But the other thing I thought, it says direct drive, but he's sticking his ass out towards us. It's like, you want to direct drive into your ass? Is that what you're saying? Like,
I
are you
don't
inviting
know.
people? I don't understand. And if anybody can find this online somewhere and wants to buy this and send it to me, contact me. I will get it. I will tell you where to send it. It won't be my house. I'm not giving you my address, but I will get it. I have a place I can have it sent to. I would love to own this. If somebody wants to buy it from me, I will display it proudly behind me on this wall in every show I do.
Oh
Here, Marvel
no.
Talk, anything. I will have it proudly hanging on my wall.
No. No. Why though?
Back to the match. The dogs attack for the
Jesus.
bell, and Yosashi fight back, do dual rope walks into and come off the ropes with attack. Then they do dual tope con helos to the floor. Neckbreaker and running boot combo by Yosashi. Maloney distracts Yo. Connor pounces the living heck out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Dawes go in the tag team mode, tagging in and out, beating up on Yo, take him out to the floor, beating him up. Connor gets a really nice suplex for 2 at one point. He gets the full Nelson on Yo, but Yo fights out, gets a super kick in, a neck breaker, and tags in Musashi. Nice head scissors by Musashi to Drilla. Fights off the double team, sends Connor out to the floor, hits that drop kick, and a suplex for 2 to Drilla. Yo ends up stopping a double suplex by the War Dogs, and Yosashi hit double attacks and then hit double Falcon arrows, but the dogs end up dodging the super kicks, and Connors ends up hitting a snap power slam to Yo. Drilla hits a spine buster into the stomp to Musashi, and the dogs hit the high low, set up for the full clip, but Connors comes off the top rope, but Musashi gets out, and he gets super kicked by Yo. Musashi slams Drilla, tags in Yo, who hits the final hour off the top. I'm thinking, oh my god, we got an upset right here, and no, Drilla kicks out at 2. Connors ends up catching a plancha by Musashi on the floor and runs him into the post, taking him out in the ring. Drilla runs, but gets hit with a lariat by Yo. Connors comes out of nowhere, spears Yo. Dogs hit the full clip, and the War Dogs are your winners and have gone 1-0. The champs are 1
Mm-hmm.
their first tournament.
Mm-hmm. 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 I didn't expect any less, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Just and not even because of Musashi's involvement in this, but because of Yo. This was a fun match, though. Interesting. Musashi, very, very interesting wrestler. And I mentioned to you, I didn't think that they went to high school together just because he kind of moves a little bit more like Shingo Takagi to me. Like he moves and wrestles a little bit more like Shingo Takagi as opposed to like Yo's kind of full being able to turn his spine. Like Musashi looks a little stiff, almost like more like Ishimori.
Yeah.
I think is probably more the better comparison there because he's still super quick and super talented, super good. Maybe it's just the size because I know the muscle sometimes becomes a problem to be easier to kind of move around a little bit. And Musashi, very muscular man. I really liked his gear, very simple black and white. I did like the synchronicity of him and Yo, how they were kind of syncing up the moves, doing similar things, especially at the beginning there. And in the later part of this match, I really liked Musashi against Drilla. I don't know if it was just how it looked or what it was going for or what, but just Drilla and Musashi looks like they were having like a really good, legitimate back and forth. The facial expressions on Maloney's face and just kind of added to the intensity of the match. And the War Dogs in general have been really, really good about bringing an unhinged intensity to their matches for the crowd to kind of feed on. Yeah, this was a really, really great match. I really enjoyed this match.
Yeah, me too. Just look it up. Musashi is 33 years old. Yo is 35.
Make it make sense. I mean,
Yo is
injuries are a
20.
funny thing, though.
Yo is 1 year younger than me. What the fuck? I like. I feel now. I feel even worse because dude's only a year younger than me, and I'm way more out of shape than him. Jesus. Everything makes
Come
me.
now.
Everything makes me just. Uh,
Come on now.
yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought really fun tag match. Good little debut from Musashi. Didn't get to see quite everything out of him, but he did really well against champs here. Yeah.
Agreed.
We move on. Main event of the evening. It is Los Ingobernables, Japon, Bushi, and Teton versus the House of Torches, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and the man that just finished the show.
I can't take his face seriously, man. Look at that stupid face.
It's his O face. Come on.
That.
You're seeing his vinegar strokes.
June Kosei.
No, vinegar strokes. It's another term for your O face.
Yucky. Yucky.
Bushi's entrance mask
So cool.
was a replica of Teton's mask he was wearing in this match.
It was. Yeah.
I loved it. Absolutely
Adorable.
loved it. Show gets the mic, says he's embarrassed to be here. They should all
One
hide
Bushi in
their
the
faces.
crowd. Sorry, before you get into it.
How many
One
Tetons?
Bushi in the crowd holding another Bushi match.
How many Tetons though?
I didn't remember seeing any.
Oh, okay, no Tetons. Boo. Show's embarrassed to be here. They should all hide their faces. And then Bushi and Teton are wearing the mask because they're both ashamed to be here, so they don't want to show their face in this town, is what he says. House of Torture attack before the bell, as always. They both try to take the mask off of Bushi and Teton. House of Torture take the fight to the floor, running Teton into the post. Bushi gets run into the chairs. He gets choked with a chair by Show. House of Torture taking in and out, beating up on Bushi. Kanemaru gets a camel clutch. Show attacks Teton on the floor, so he can't make the save. But Bushi does get to the ropes. Kanemaru is clawing at the eyes of Bushi, trying to rip the mask. House of Torture keep beating up on Bushi. Bushi fights back with a Rana, tags in Teton. He unloads on both with kicks and hits the assisted rope walk into a drop kick. He sends the House of Torture to the floor, hits a tope base seated to both on the floor, and gets back in the ring, gets a 2 count, and gets him Kanemaru. I think Kanemaru back in the ring gets a 2 count. Kanemaru slips out of a slam, pulls on the mask, and Show comes in with a suplex for 2. Show with the kick, but Teton catches him, trips him up, and Bushi hits a low drop kick. Teton hits a splash. Kanemaru attacks, but LIJ gets a dual submissions. But up to this point, really great match. Like, great, actually really good heel tactics out of Show. I love, again, you're facing Luchador, so mess with the mask, rake the eyes, your heels, do heel things. I liked it. I like what they did. Like Kanemaru back in his fucking form. The heel master is once again here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. And back with a vengeance. Holy shit.
Yeah, but while they have the submissions, the bell rings, and the ref is very confused. And then it shows a certain dick at ringside. And Chris starts yelling, "Who let this dick in here?" Teton and Bushi let go of the hole, thinking they won and raising their hands. And this is when Dick's assholes show up, Evil and Yujiro attacking them from behind. Fucking hell, as I wrote, fucking hell. HOT bullshit. This match was good until now.
Same. I literally pretty much wrote the same thing.
Yeah. After the House Torture attack, Show can only get 2. He hits a lung blower power bomb, but he can to Teton, but he still only gets 2. Teton backdrops Show out of the shock arrow, but Show pushes him into the ref, and he ends up pulling off Teton's mask. Bushi attacks, and Teton gets his mask back. Kanemaru ends up going to spray the alcohol in Show's face, but he ends up hitting into Bushi's face, but Show ends up hitting Show. Bushi missed Kanemaru, but the dick and his assholes are in again. But Bushi ends up fighting them off and tossing them all to the floor. Teton hits a tope con hilo to Olive House of Torture on the floor. Teton then gets his eyes raked. but Teton hit, or back then Teton gets his eyes raked. But Teton does hit the tornado DDT. Bushi hits the tope Suicida to Kanemaru on the floor. And the tornado DDT was to show in the ring. Teton goes up. The stomp, immortal. And Teton pinned Show for the win.
It was so satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
So satisfying. I'm so sick of the House of Torture shenanigans. I mean, I'm happy that they haven't been working as of late because there was a time where they were working and it was frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's not working now. Figure something else out. There's ways that like whatever it was that Kanemaru and Sho were doing before these guys showed up, teach the other guys. We need that.
They were doing great heel work, little bits of cheating, not too much, working the mask, working the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's general heel work. It's when they started getting all the outside interference, that's when this match went insanely downhill for them.
Agreed. Because otherwise, this would have been absolutely perfect. Mm-hmm. Something I did want to mention is how ballsy Chris Charlton was throughout the night. And, like, I would be too if Henare was sitting next to me.
Yeah, Henare showed up at after the second match. Mm-hmm. And he got cocky after that.
little spicy Charlton there. Yeah. Little Ichiban sweet boy or Ichiban spicy boy there.
Yeah. So it was the Musashi match where Musashi's out on the floor and Yo's gonna get pinned, and Henare is just yelling, "Get up, Musashi! Get up, Musashi!"
I did.
I loved Henare. I think Henare added such a great little presence to the commentary that mm-hmm. I hope, and again, because he's not working, like he's working undercards for this tournament. Mm-hmm. I really hope we get to see more of him on commentary. I really, really do.
That'd be nice. Nice. Him and TJP. Be cool.
Or maybe
TJP's working the show. No, sorry. He's in the tournament, sorry. But he was also good in commentary.
I would like to hear the new guy that's supposedly replacing Kevin Kelly. No, the guy's replacing Kevin Kelly. But his first date is actually fighting Spirit Unleashed with Theta Scott. So he's actually replacing Riccaboni technically in that position, but he's actually going to be doing main show, but they're putting him on that one first, I guess. So
that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. As long as Kozlov isn't there.
Oh, please God, no. From what I hear, it's literally just the new guy in Veda for that show.
Excellent.
So
it will be a good time indeed.
It will be. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to an end of another episode of NJPW Puro Wrestling Review. You can find me, this guy, Andre C, at the X Mastodon, Blue Sky and Hive at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melba Wrestling Talkie, and then you can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/@Andre Melba Wrestling Talk right out here on our YouTube channel. You can also find me right now every weekend is when we've been doing the shows at twitch.tv/Our Local Establishment. It's usually been happening on we did a Friday night, then we did a Saturday morning, then we just did a Saturday evening. Next we're doing a Saturday morning, I'm pretty sure again. I don't know. It's all over the place. Actually, no, I think we're doing a Thursday night. Oh shit. We're gonna talk after this. Yeah. Supposed to do a Thursday
glorious chaos.
Glorious chaos. But yeah, lots of great stuff going on over there at Our Local Establishment. I'm doing Marvel Talk with my boy old Ed. Melball's got other stuff. Melball just did a Bound for Glory review over there. Go check that out. Her talking about Mike Bailey versus Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Check that out. A lot of other great content coming out of there, so check them out over there. You can also find our boy Mike the Ref over here at Backbreaker Video. All the great wrestling content he puts out, youtube.com/@Backbreaker Video. All his live content that he does, all the gaming, all the AEW watch-alongs are live at twitch.tv/Mike the Ref. And if you want to see replays of any of his great gaming content, go over to youtube.com/@Backbreaker_gaming. You can find him, Mr. PJC, Mr. Rick Jules, and their freaking guest, Miss Kayla J.
Kayla J. I
Check
love
them out.
Kayla J.
Check them out over there. Melbo, where can they find you?
If you want to follow Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on our local establishment's original programming, Paramindful. We're going to be dropping a Halloween episode soon, so you want to check that out. It's coming out October 30th at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. You can also find your girl on Astra Pizarro's YouTube channel, where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. We're going to be putting out an episode very soon about the PWI 250 women's list and some of the controversy that has come out surrounding it. So it's going to be a fun thing to talk about and hear our opinions about. So you want to come check that out. If you're wanting to... What?
Just to your show, wasn't there a woman that made number 15 on the list, but she wasn't number one on? She was number 15 on the 500, but she was like number 10 or 20 or something on the women's list. It was really weird.
You'll have to send that to me.
I will.
Yeah, because we'll want to talk about that for sure. If you're wanting to watch NJPW, we will leave a link in the description channel for you. It is njpwworld.com. Right? Where's my ticker?
Sorry. I apologize. I was looking
njpwworld.com. It is approximately 999 yen, but I believe the price will be going up on November 1st. As of right now, though, it is 999 yen, or approximately $7.15.
It's not, the price change won't come into effect for anybody that's currently subscribed until the start of December, because the updates are happening mid-November. So the first new charge rate will be in December.
There you go. Well, get your new one. Get it now before it goes up for the new thing for November 1st.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as we were mentioning, 999 yen, or approximately $7.15 American. It was approximately, I think, about $7.50 for me last month. Still a great price to watch some amazing wrestling. You can watch some of the stuff that we have talked about today, or you can go back into the vault, way back into 2017, and see the beginning of the Switchblade, and see my personal favorite dinosaur. No one knows who that is.
Gotta love some dinosaurs, you know?
Yeah, gotta love some dinosaurs.
Rawr.
That being said, Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to beautiful people?
I just want to thank all you guys. Please, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it out to all your friends, and hit that notification bell so you can alert every time we drop a new video. Oh, and comment down below. Oh, and
do I still say ding dong?
And hit the notification bell.
Ding dong.
Go away.
Really?
We are going to go away. We are going to go away, though, ladies and gentlemen.
And that being said, I am your mouthball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Adios.